guys, welcome to another vlog. The weather is beautiful today in Bengaluru. It was drizzling this morning, and what a beautiful time to take the 457 for a spin. Today I'm really excited because I've got two new cool accessories installed on the bike. Let me show them to you. Here it is. This is the Quickshifter and the auto blipper. Luckily I'm the first one to get this in India. So this is an official Aprilia accessory which is imported from Italy. Price is about 27,000 change, and the price is a bit high because it is not made in India and it is imported from Italy. You can see here Domino, made in Italy. So let us try it out and show you if it's worth it. The other accessory that I've got is the Sprint air filter. This symbol stands for the Quickshifter. So you see this here. This symbol means that the Quickshifter is enabled. You can also turn the Quickshifter off this way. AQS down. AQS, Aprilia Quickshifter down. So this means that the auto blipper is on, and this can also be turned off if you wish to, but let's keep it on for now. So here we've got a few more things. So here we have the traction control. I've switched off the traction control for now. 1, 2, 3. Long press on this button here. It says ADC disabled. Side stand down. And I'd prefer the rear ABS also to be disabled. Yep, rear ABS is disabled. So let's take it out for a spin and see how the bike feels now with these two mods. Let's go. Today I've got my wife also as pillion, so I'm not gonna push the bike too hard, and it'll be more about the Quickshifter. So let me tell you how the Quickshifter works. I'm sure most of you all know what the Quickshifter is and what the auto blipper is, but for those of you who do not know, let me tell you how the Quickshifter works. So Quickshifter is something with which you can keep the throttle open, not use the clutch, and upshift. See this? I'm not using the clutch at all. See this? Let's use the auto blipper. You see this? I'm downshifting as well without using the clutch. And likewise, when you're downshifting with the auto blipper, it rev matches the bike for you. I simultaneously brake and then downshift. I'm not using the clutch again here. Today I'm riding with my wife as pillion, so don't expect some crazy high speeds. So it's recommended by Aprilia to start upshifting at above 5,500 RPM, but I feel anything beyond 4,000 RPM is good. It feels smooth, and not just that, let me show you something. I can do it from as low as even 3,000 RPM and it works, but obviously you're gonna enjoy it more when you're slightly on the higher RPMs, like 4,000 RPM and above. It works very well in the low RPMs, and the auto blipper also is butter smooth. I can say it is easily one of the best in class, because I've tried other motorcycles like the KTM 390 and I feel that this one works much better. So I think the price, it's priced at about 27,000 odd rupees, and it is worth it because first of all it is imported, so the price is okay, and it's doing a good job. It's not the compromised quick shifters that are there on most of the other motorcycles. It's doing a very good job. .165 is something I can do effortlessly with a pillion. I think I can do these speeds all day. So here are my observations about the Quickshifter and the auto blipper. It's working really well. The upshifts and downshifts are smooth. I can even upshift from as low as 3000 RPM and it's doing the job, but obviously it'll feel much better beyond 4000 RPM. Aprilia says to shift up at about 5500 RPM and beyond, but I think anything beyond 4000 RPM is smooth. So is it worth the money? Roughly about Indian rupees 27,000. It's a matter of how useful it is for you. I think those of you who enjoy riding fast, which is obviously the reason why you buy a bike like this, you will enjoy the Quickshifter a lot. It's a must-have accessory. In fact, I have been missing this a lot. All my motorcycles had the Quickshifter, the RS457 and previously the S1000RR and the likes. They all had Quickshifters. So I was so addicted to it, and I always used to enjoy it a lot. And that was missing on the RS457. So yep, I'm actually the first one to install Quickshifter in India, and it was worth the wait. I'm enjoying the Quickshifter. So the Quickshifter is really helpful when you're out on the track racing, where every millisecond matters. So the other mod that I've got on the bike is the Sprint air filter P08. This is the more road focused air filter from Sprint, which has better filtration compared to their more track focused air filters. So the advantage is it's a polyester based air filter and it can be reused. You don't need to, typically how you clean the cotton based air filters like the K&N and BMC is, you gotta wash them, keep it for drying and then reuse it. But with the polyester based air filter, you can simply use the hydraulic gun, clean the air filter and put it back in. It's virtually maintenance free. How is it gonna help otherwise in terms of performance? Honestly, don't expect too much with just the air filter change. You're not gonna get big bump in power. You're gonna get about Sprint air filter claims about 3.5% increase in horsepower, 3% increase in torque, and roughly 3% increase in overall acceleration. So that's going to be roughly around, let's say the stop bhp is about 48 bhp, maybe around 49.5, 50 is what you're going to get max. But more importantly, it's how the bike feels. The bike breathes much better and you'll feel that the throttle response is a lot more crisp. So obviously when I put an exhaust on the bike, I'm going to get a tune on the bike in future, the air filter will complement a lot more there. But with just the air filter, it's a marginal increase that you feel, but you do feel it. I felt it. Couple of my other friends also who rode the bike immediately felt the difference. There is a difference in the initial acceleration. The bike feels smoother. The throttle response is very smooth, and the sound has also slightly changed. I can hear the sound from the ram air intake being a little different. It's got a little louder whistle now. This 270-degree crank has a very unique whistle, so that has changed a bit. So in the track focused air filters, it takes in a lot more air, which is not very suitable for Indian conditions when you're riding on the streets. But if you're looking at mostly road use, the P08 model P08 works well, and that's the one I've installed. So yeah, I paid about 12,500 rupees for it because I had to import it and pay the custom duties and everything. Is it worth the money? Yeah, for those of you looking for an upgrade in performance and those of you looking to get an exhaust in future, definitely this is needed. It will complement really well, but don't expect, you know, a lot of gains. You just want to change the air filter and get a lot of gains. Don't expect too much from it. I am intending to get an exhaust in future for sure. Still deciding on what exhaust, because there are no proper videos of what the exhaust sound like. There's SC Project, Akrapovic, Mev, but there are no proper videos of what they sound like. So still waiting for them to be out in the market, and hopefully I'll try to get the exhaust soon, and also I'll get a tune soon, along with the exhaust. Yep, I have a lot of plans on the 457 in terms of mods. That's why I got the bike. This is going to be more like my project bike with which I can play around. My RS457 already has some mods like the Aero Pista GP exhaust, the Gabbro Racing Stage 2 tune, Sprint air filter. I've also got the velocity stacks now, yet to install them on the bike. So the baby 457 will get nothing lesser. This is gonna get all the mods. If you guys feel that I'm riding a bit fast with the pillion, please know that my wife enjoys all this a lot. She's used to much higher speeds on liter class motorcycles, and these speeds are nothing for her. And I am actually being extra cautious with her around. If I'm doing 250, 260, she can actually sit upright. Even right now, she's not even holding on to me. She's just chilling. She's just sitting calm. Probably might even get bored and fall asleep. Just kidding, guys. She doesn't sleep off. And if I feel that she slept off, I'll give her a tap and she wakes up. There is no need to downshift at all. The engine is already so tractable, it can pull from any gear. Just sometimes it's, you know, you feel like hearing the auto blipper, so I keep downshifting. Eagerly waiting for Aprilia to send in the race brake pads. Let's see what they feel like. I don't know if it will make a big difference because the existing brake pads are already centered. The front brake pads are centered. So they say that there is a better variant. Let's try it out. If I'm still not happy, obviously I'm going to look at changing the master cylinder, changing to better brake fluid, maybe .4 racing or .5. Initially, when you might have seen my video in the initial impressions, the first video, I did not feel the brakes to be that bad. I did feel that the ABS kicked in a bit aggressively at times, but I did not feel any sort of brake fade. But eventually, you know, after that 800 kilometers, when I started riding hard, I did some high speed runs, I did feel the brake fade. And it's very intermittent, that's the problem. It's very unpredictable. So that's a bit dangerous. I hope Aprilia fixes this soon. If they don't, then we as riders definitely have to see what we can do to improve the braking. But everything apart from that, I'm really happy with the bike. The engine is superb. There's so much character, there's so much punch. The handling is too good. It looks beautiful, looks like my baby RS457. It's got one of the best electronics. The dash is superb. But yeah, brakes is something Aprilia really quickly needs to do something about it. I'm able to manage. It's, you know, I don't feel it's extremely dangerous for me personally. But everybody's skill level might not be the same. And you know, people might not be used to so much of engine braking and might depend more on brakes. It can be a bit dangerous at times. I'll be making a more detailed video on the braking. That will be next. I'll talk about the things that I've tried with the brakes and what are the mods that I'm looking forward to do with the brakes to improve braking. Hope you like the video. Please do like, share and subscribe. It will mean a lot for somebody who is new to me on YouTube. Thank you.